tubs full of dishes, and make sure that all the bus tubs were taken to the kitchen and washed before they left for the night.
Okay.
Well, the girl who was working the counter area, she left two bus tubs under the counter full of dishes.
Okay.
And so it's Sunday night, and both Evan and I had to go to school in the morning because we were both both seniors. So we had to go to school, and it was already like 10:30 going on 11 o'clock by the time we were about ready to get closed up.
Right.
So Evan, and part of closing up is everything was stainless steel.
Uh-huh.
So you had to use this stainless steel cleaner, and you had to clean all the stainless steel every night.
Sure.
And so he's got the dish tank closed down. He's got it all rinsed out. He's polishing all the stainless steel.
Right.
It's all clean. And before you know it, here comes Mike Davis with two full bus tubs
Right.
that the waitress left under the counter. And he says, "You're going to have to open up the dish tank and run these through." And it was just like, son of a bitch. So he was just furious.
Right.
And Mike had to go do the drop, the daily drop.
Mm-hmm.
So he left the restaurant with the deposit, the receipts for the day.
Sure.
Because he had to go to the bank and go do the midnight drop. So while he was away, Evan's like, "Fuck this. I'm not opening up that dish tank. I just got cleaned up." He put all those dishes in the garbage bag and he took it out, threw it in the dumpster. He says, "I'm taking these out to the dumpster," and he did. He dumped them in those green bags.
Just threw them out.
And part of his job for closing up the kitchen was to wheel the last of the trash out.
Sure.
And so he just wheeled out two bus tubs full of dishes out to the dumpster.
Right. It's funny.
So by the time Mike got back from the bank, he all done.
We're complete here.
Exactly. So with stories like that, we were just cracking
Sure.
up. It's just so hard to believe that was 40 plus years ago.
I know. It's crazy when you think about that stuff. I think I've told this before on the show, but I do have a similar story. When I was in California in the Army, I worked a side job at the Warehouse, which is a record store, or was a record store. I doubt it's still
Warehouse
there.
Records. I used to shop there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was the clothes guy because I would get there after Army work, so I'd get there like 6 and I'd work like 6 to 10 or whatever it was, and part of my duties was getting the trash out. And I robbed that place blind by just throwing stuff in the trash. That's how I ended up. The biggest thing I ever stole was from the Warehouse was that Led Zeppelin, the big box, the 4.
Yeah, I got that, the 4 CD set.
Yeah.
I bought that from the Warehouse.
Well,
when I lived in California,
I obtained mine from the Warehouse because I threw it in the garbage. And I would just take the trash out and I'd throw the trash bag right in my trunk. Right in the trunk of my car and drive home, take out the CDs it was CDs at the time that I was stealing, throw the trash away. Did it all the time.
Look at you concealing your stealing.
Well, and when I think about it now, it's like, I could have literally got kicked out of the Army for doing that.
True.
I could have done Leavenworth time because they do not play when it comes to theft. But here I am. Fuck, I can't afford this thing, but I want it, so I'm taking it.
Right.
Stupid.
Yeah, I know. But fun times, though. It was good times. We had talked about, finding this guy, and seeing if he wanted to meet up with him. And we found out that he got killed in a car wreck a few years ago.
Oh, that sucks.
But we had a blast with that guy. Always. And the other thing is Nancy, how girls are, they're really good with the gossip.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff went on at that place I wasn't even aware of, but because chicks talk, as Lon Friend once put it when he was here in the CMS studio, it's called clit. Chicks leaking information together.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she knew this manager was fucking this waitress, and this waitress was fucking this manager, and
Wow.
this that was like a little Peyton place over there.
Nice.
I mean, because I left for college in the fall of '82,
Mm-hmm.
and my friend Evan and Nancy continued working there for at least another year or so. So
Okay.
a lot of shit transpired there that I wasn't aware of. But she brought me all up to date on, remember so and so, remember that manager Lynn, remember this, remember that. Well, she was doing this with this guy, and remember the manager Larry. Well, he and Connie were often sneaking off together to do. It was just kind of funny. It's like, holy shit, this place was
Yeah.
incestuous.